Today for me, for most people it's a day just to sit at home and not go to work. But for me it's a day to remember where we've been, where our people have been. We've been a long way. We've got a long way to go still, but today's the day for us to look at our past and plan for our future.
This day, 1994, is the day this country became free. When Nelson Mandela became president of this country, he cast his vote today. For me, Mandela is a revolutionary. That's who Mandela is, a revolutionary. He's our first state president, he's our first democratically elected president.
You're too much of a lawyer, Rafta, what up?
That's why we're so free today, to be who we are, and for you and everybody, different cultures, different races, different creeds, religions, and we are here to just be doing one thing. Art has brought us together.
Mandela, he's our freedom fighter. He set us free. He made it possible and easier for us to become one, so that our rainbow nation, like we work together, not just having blacks on one side and white people on one side, but joining us together, which makes life easier for all of us.
Let me make an example. You see what Diego Maradona means to you? Mandela means 10 times to us than what he means. So basically, he's the reason why we're here. Not him alone, of course, there's other people that died, our forefathers, but he's the one who was in the forefront as well. But we acknowledge every single one of them, not just him alone, you know. So Mandela, I wouldn't want to say he's God, no, because he's not, but he's something close to God.
Yeah, he's the best thing that ever happened to South Africa, you know, because without him, I think we wouldn't be splitting it, and we wouldn't be here for Freedom Day celebrating as we do, because all of this happened because of him. If he was still in jail, maybe we wouldn't be having this, you know. So big up to him and all who have been with him.
Hey yo, it's the 27th of April, we're here still, freedom. Our soldiers went out of the armies and killed. They even went to exile, but then now they back in Africa. A luta continua, black people will survive. We still alive and we'll never die. And that's why I say we kick it frontier with the Senate. And now I'm about to pass it to my homeboy, a Senate.
En el multicultural suelo sudafricano encontré también a un descendiente de holandeses, de aquellos colonizadores que llegaron a Sudáfrica y desarrollaron la agricultura y el trabajo de granja. Quedará señalada la cultura afrikaans como patrocinadora del Apartheid. Pero mi amigo Jenny nada tiene que ver con ese proceso. De los anfitriones que tiene hoy Sudáfrica, fue él el fundador de las canciones en su idioma tradicional.
Ek het vergeet hoe kraalmis op mielieblare spring wat juk en trane bring wanneer ek sans teesinnig moet gaan bad.
The language is Afrikaans, and it comes from Dutch. In 1652, a guy by the name of Jan van Riebeeck came here to South Africa, a Dutchman. So he spoke Dutch, and I would think just like Spanish went to Argentina, perhaps it's a little bit different there now, I don't know, I don't speak Spanish, but certainly in the case of Afrikaans, he drifted away a little bit from Dutch. There are people that speak Afrikaans of any color in South Africa. Afrikaans is quite a strong language in terms of the numbers of people that speak it, and speak it as a home language. Mostly, I would say, white people, then quite a lot of colored people, people of darker skin, and then black people as well. Quite a lot of them speak Afrikaans as their home language.
Classically trained, and I played classical music for most of my life, but I've always wanted to do this kind of thing, and about 6 years ago I started playing with my guitarist, and we were both classical musicians, and we started to just play anything that we can think of. I think people in South Africa really are in touch with their roots. They feel the music, and they feel the energy of life, while a lot of the Western world, I feel, has somehow lost a little bit of that. So while people in South Africa are still in touch with it, and that's one of the reasons the South African music is so special. But I've also experienced that in South America, people are very in touch with their roots. So that's a common factor. Well, for me, the sound of the pad closing sounds a bit like a drum. You know, it sounds like a drum, and so I just bring it into my music and bring that effect into the music. Like just closing and then you can blow.
Muy bien amigos, sin mucho más que contar por el día de hoy, espero que lo hayan disfrutado. Ahora sí me vuelvo al camino hipnótico tras las huellas de otros ritmos para mostrarles en MP3. Música para el tercer milenio. Mi nombre es Baiano y me despido de todos ustedes hasta el capítulo que viene.
Unidos por el mismo cielo, hoy navegamos a lo lejos, sabiendo que está lo esencial.